Salma Hayek, who has been on this media tour. She did this lengthy red carpet tour, and you would think it would be for like an AIDS gala or a huge charity event, but it's not. It's for her Sports Illustrated cover, the swimsuit issue. So this is a woman who used to gun for Oscars and she's married to a billionaire, and we'll get into that. But she's doing all these really serious interviews about what she did to get on to prep for this cover. And I would just like to say to Salma, you might want to take a seat. I don't know if this is, again, the victory lap you should be taking, because it wasn't that long ago that Sports Illustrated included Gayle King in their swimsuit issue. I think it was last year, and this was well before she was an astronaut. So I'm just saying the bar has been consistently lowered vis-a-vis this swimsuit issue, which used to be, it was like, it's not what it was. Anyway, listen to Salma talking about this most momentous life event, this most momentous achievement.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I am gonna work out. I am going to go on a diet. I didn't do any of that because it was months in advance. And then as it was getting closer, oh my God, I put some weights on my ankles, and I had them like all day, and it was not gonna be enough time.
First of all, how jealous is Hilaria Baldwin right now? Like, ay, caramba, I was going to work out, but then I didn't work out because, I have nothing but time because my husband is worth $40 billion and owns the world, but I didn't work out, so and then it got closer, and then I put some ankle weights on around the house, and I stomped around the house, and I didn't work out, but look at me on the cover. She looks like she's half her age, and you're not telling me this woman doesn't restrict her dieting. I mean, her calorie counts. She diets for sure. You're not telling me she doesn't work out like a fiend. And she looks like that, by the way, because she is married to one of the world's richest men. She's married to a man named Francois-Henri Pinault. He's 62 years old. He owns Keurig, which rivals only LVMH in terms of luxury holdings, okay? Her husband owns Gucci, YSL, Balenciaga, Bottega Veneta. He has a considerable stake in the Hollywood powerhouse agency CAA. So are you wondering, like I am, how Salma Hayek got this offer out of the blue from Sports Illustrated? I mean, it's not like she's a mover in the culture anymore. She's not. I don't know what she does all day. She's on Instagram. That's what she does all day, where she has 25 million followers. And I do not believe that she has 25 actual million followers. I believe her husband, just my opinion, purchased a bunch of bots or, invented a bunch of fake people, hacked in somehow with AI. I do not believe for a second that 25 million people on this planet give a shit what Salma Hayek is up to on any given day. And by the way, this perfect life that she's shoving in everybody's face, and this is where we're really getting into it, because this is what the nerve is here to push back against. People like this telling people like us that we could look like them and sound like them and be as healthy as they are and have the marriages they have, and they're all so happy and everything's great, and we just need to switch our mindset and manifest it. It's all such bullshit. Salma Hayek has successfully buried this, but when she was dating her husband, Francois-Henri, he was also dating, and these are the ones we know about because these guys they always have their hands in multiple pies. Trust me. Linda Evangelista, the supermodel, before she had got breast cancer and had to take drugs, and she gained a lot of weight, and she swelled up. And, the fashion industry was revolted by her. And then finally, they kind of got the note from the culture that was like, that's really fucked up. This woman has breast cancer. Like, yeah, she once said we don't get out of bed for less than $10,000 a day. But, we've moved on, bygones. And so I believe it was either British Vogue or Vogue Italia, but I think it was British Vogue that said, Linda, we welcome you back. Come back on the cover. And they put her like a tight beauty shot, like a really tight beauty shot. And they wrapped her skull in bandages as if she had had a facelift. And that way they pulled her face back and tried to make it slimmer. I mean, that's how fucked up the fashion industry is. Okay. That was supposed to be a win for her and a welcome back from them. And they fucked her on that cover and they laughed about it. So anyway, there was overlap with Salma Hayek and Linda Evangelista. And Salma, quote unquote, won. Linda had a child with Francois Henri Pinault, or Henri Francois, however you say it. They had a child together, and Salma gutted it out. And I believe she got pregnant not long after. I'm not 100% on that chronology, but I know that that is the general gist of it. So this woman is out there wanting you to think she's winning. I would bet, just my opinion, I would bet this guy has other love children out there, okay? Now, she also likes to tell us her beauty secrets. And I saw this on one of the entertainment shows the other day, and I almost fell out of my chair. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. She says that her beauty secrets, she's 58 years old. Okay, she looks like she's 30. Her beauty secrets are meditation, joy. If this isn't the word of the decade, I don't know what is. And drinking water. Okay, those are lies. She may do the following things, but they're not responsible for the way she looks. She has had a facelift. I can tell you, she's had a facelift. Nobody gets out of aging and gravity's effects without their neck beginning to sag, without jowls coming on. This woman's face, it's great work. I will give her that. But she is also getting Botox. She is also getting filler. She also has extensions. She's getting lasers. She's getting it all, okay? They are lying to you. Don't believe it. Jennifer Aniston, one of the most beloved celebrities in the country, she does it too. She lies about it. Here she is from an InStyle magazine article in 2024. Well, this was her derm, basically saying the same thing. Oh, Jen, she just drinks a lot of water and she gets a lot of rest and she eats really well. She eats really clean. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys firsthand that I know a doctor who recently worked with somebody very close to Jennifer Aniston. If Jennifer Aniston or any of her friends are listening, you might not want to keep going. This person said to my doctor friend, do you think that it's hopeless regarding Jen's recent work? Now, this doctor told me, did not treat her, but can ID stuff a mile away, that Jennifer Aniston recently had what is called a bilateral, what's it called? It's a bilateral lower facelift. So they go in with cameras on both sides, under the cheekbones. And I think Kyle Richards from Beverly Hills had one too. And they go in and they just lift here. They just lift here. And what it winds up doing is it winds up stretching the mouth out like that. And you can't reverse it. And it's a bad procedure to have done, no matter who you are, no matter what your bone structure is, because it's not working with the rest of the face. It doesn't take into account the musculature and the structure and the tissues and of the entire face. And so these women wind up, they wind up really doing more harm to themselves than if they had let themselves just age gracefully. And it really bums me out. Now, Victoria Beckham, another one, per Vogue, she said tips to steal from Victoria Beckham's skincare routine. She likes to do a mask, and at the end of a day, I have it on my phone. Excuse me. I took a screen grab for you guys because I had to quote from it directly. So it really comes down to her end of the day ritual. Okay. And that end of day ritual involves quote, because she doesn't have a ton of free time on her hands. She's a mother and a business owner. And we never talk about the help, right? We never talk about the help. Quote, Epsom salts are good in a bath. No shit. Most of the time, I usually shower because she doesn't even have the time to take a bath. Wow. She told this to Into the Gloss. I've got a really nice big stone bath in my bathroom. I'm really comfortable in it, but I never have time to be honest with you. Whoa, she doesn't have time to shower. Okay, but I thought we had time to shower because we can't bathe, whatever. She says, if I can get in bed at a reasonable time, and I've put a face mask on and I'm reading my Kindle, that's a luxury for me. So that's how she stays youthfully glowing. And my favorite example of all, Gisele Bündchen, per Allure in 2020. And I quote, these are her beauty secrets. Self-care is so important, and a lot of people feel they don't have time to make themselves a priority. Like you and me, who work for a living and have life admin stuff, and family members who need help and all that shit. Okay. So skin, she says, is a reflection of overall health and wellness. Two different things. Therefore, she's committed to drinking lots of water every day and practicing meditation each morning. Quote, I believe that outer beauty is a reflection of your inner balance and peace, end quote. Never forget. This is like my serious voice. This is like, I am your mother and I am taking you to task. Never forget this paparazzi photo taken of Giselle in Paris. She is in a burqa. Okay, she is covered head to toe in like the beekeeper outfit that Islamic fundamentalist men make women wear. Okay, and she's head to toe in a burqa. We can only see her hands, photographed outside her plastic surgeon's office in Paris in 2015, 5 years before she gave that interview, with her tips of meditating in nature and drinking water. And this is somebody who I believe, per reports, had a lot of work done before that. When these models get in front of your face, they've typically had a fair amount of work done. I mean, we all know that not Gigi, Bella Hadid basically bought herself a new face. Google the before and after. It's a new face. And to that end, I just want to say that these lies that these older celebrities are telling have led to a very, very sick society. And is it any wonder that these younger celebrities coming up, these like Gen Z celebrities, are totally fucked, and they in turn are fucking their peers who are looking up to them, their cohort, you know, the kids who are on social media. They're buying new faces. Okay, they're just buying new faces, and then they're founding these cosmetic companies, which are becoming very profitable. And somehow kids are forgetting that these girls weren't born like this. They were at the plastic surgeon's office getting sliced and diced and hacked up. Look at Kylie Jenner before her plastic surgery and after her plastic surgery. That is an entirely different face. She has a cosmetics company now. She started with lip kits. Okay, look at her old lips. Her old lips are barely existent. Now they're like super puffy and lush, you know. That company is rumored to be worth a reported, or it made her worth rather, a reported $900 million. That, in my opinion, is a company based on a lie. And we live in a world where like authenticity is supposed to be like the most valuable thing. I don't understand how these businesses thrive. Now, look at Hailey Bieber before and after. Again, that is a completely different face. I'm not even going to go through everything I think she's had done. It's like everything. It's like a head transplant, okay? Hailey Bieber, according to the Standard in May 2020, quote, I never touched my face. I never touched my face. Well, somebody touched your face. I think a lot of people touched your face. Now, Page Six has recently reported that Hailey Bieber has tapped JP Morgan Chase to explore the sale of her cosmetics line, Road Beauty, which is expected to potentially sell for $1 billion, all based on lies.